Collectors, listen up. My friends at Global Coin present the 2024 $50 Golden Eagle, a rich symbol of prestige and integrity, minted at the renowned West Point Mint and graded a perfect mint state 70 by NGC. This coin is comprised of 1 ounce of 22 karat gold, and it features the classic 1907 Augustus St. Gaudens design on the obverse and the family of eagles on the reverse. This is heritage in your hands. So act now and elevate your collection with this iconic piece that is all yours at the current spot price of gold, with a free shipping and 30-day money-back guarantee. Don't miss this chance to add the 2024 $50 Gold Eagle to your collection and your legacy while supplies last. Call Global Coin now at 888-385-0066. That's 888-385-0066. Hey everybody, welcome back to the first Lara Trump wanted for questioning since the election on November 5th, the most historic day in politics, I think, of any of our lifetimes. Absolutely incredible. I can only imagine you may have a few questions for me, so I'm here to answer them. Let's see what we've got. Question number 1, what was election night like? So here's the thing about going into election night, at least for me. I was on 1 hour of sleep. That's right, 1 hour of sleep. I slept the night before. You may have seen us on stage in Grand Rapids, Michigan, because in true Donald Trump fashion, we had to end the campaign the same way we ended the campaign in 2016, same way we ended the campaign in 2020 in Grand Rapids, Michigan, at an incredible rally. And we were all on stage a little after 2 o'clock in the morning. That meant that we had to drive. I think it took us like 30 minutes to drive from there to the airport, to get back on the plane, fly back down to Palm Beach, Florida. And we landed at around 5:35 in the morning. So I slept for 1 hour. And I got to be honest, my father-in-law was blaring Sinead O'Connor, blaring Elvis Presley, REM. I mean, he's got quite eclectic music taste. So a little tough to sleep on that plane, but we got back then, 1 hour of sleep. And so election night, I was exhausted because I'd been averaging like 4 hours of sleep every night, and then you get one. You know, I tried to be a mom that day for a little bit, took my kids to school, picked them up from school, but had a bunch of media in between. So we got to election night, and I honestly, I was very optimistic. But there's so much pressure surrounding all of this. Number one, for our family. We've been doing this for 9 years. We have been through every battle imaginable alongside my father-in-law. Yeah, they're directed at him most of the time, but as a family member, it impacts you as well. We fight alongside of him through all of it. You know, I'd been out on the campaign trail in a crazy way for weeks on end. Co-chair of the RNC, we had our election integrity team working overtime, making sure that people were confident enough to come out and vote and felt like their vote would matter and count in this election, identifying any problems and tackling those as they happen. So I was just, I'm going to say I was anxiety ridden, but very hopeful and confident. And then I think it was right around the time that we knew we were going to win North Carolina, my home state. I'm sure you know that I started feeling pretty good about things. We knew North Carolina, we were going to win. We knew we were going to win Georgia, although they hadn't called it yet. And it was before I think they even announced any of the other states. We knew that information we had coming in that it was pretty certain that Donald Trump was going to reach 270 electoral votes. So we headed over to the convention center, and we were all backstage as a family in the kind of little hold room they had for us. And there was a TV back there, and my father-in-law was reading the speech that he had prepared for that night. And that's when they had flashed on the screen the official news that he was president-elect of the United States, that he won the election. I get goosebumps talking about it right now, because I don't think anyone could have put more into this than this man. It's amazing to see that he went through all he did, that he won in the way he did with 312 electoral votes, with the popular vote, winning the Senate, winning the House. I mean, just amazing. But to be honest with you, when I was out there on stage, I was so tired that I almost was like, I just need this to be done so I can go lay down somewhere. And I don't think it really hit me for like another day or so, because it's amazing to work so hard for something, to have been through as much, really, as our family has. But I think just for this man in particular, Donald Trump, there's never going to be anyone like him ever again in politics in our lifetime. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of this. And by the way, there's more to enjoy, because we get 4 years of him in the White House doing incredible things, assembling a cabinet and a team around him who are going to be doers and workers and are really going to make incredible changes in Washington, D.C. I hope y'all are ready for it. I'm so excited. But it was really an honor to be there by his side for all of it, to be asked to run for co-chair of the RNC, to have served in this position during this time, and then to stand up there on stage with a person who everyone can agree deserves it more than any other human alive, Donald Trump. So thank you, America, for that win. We were truly honored. Next question. Oh, what was more amazing, 2016 or 2024? Gosh, this is a tough one. Well, 2016, it was almost like the sticker shock of all of it. Like, we were like, what? Because remember, everyone had said there was no chance that Donald Trump was going to win. The polling all said it was ridiculous to even conceive of such an idea. We were absolute lunatics for, even talking about it. And so I think that we were as caught off guard as anybody. We knew how we felt out there around the country, and I kept coming back home and talking to Eric throughout the course of the 2016 campaign. And I was like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of energy out there. There's a lot of momentum for your dad. And I feel like a lot of people are getting on board with Donald Trump as president. I know what the media says, and we turn on the TV and they were like, there's no chance. And so, election night 2016, it really felt like a shock, I think, to the whole country, really. And obviously for those of us in our family, 2024, I think, was even sweeter. And I said this 3 years ago or more to my father-in-law. I said, I think you're going to win in 2024, because I knew he was going to run again. I said, I think you're going to win in 2024, and I think it'll be even better than if you had won in 2020. I'm going to tell you why. First of all, if you think back to 2020, he would have been a lame duck, right? He didn't have a House or Senate who would vote alongside of him. Think about the vitriol towards Donald Trump. Think about how crazed they were at attacking this man. I mean, it was the essence of who they were in the swamp in Washington, D.C., to attack Donald Trump when he was in the White House the first time around. They vilified him. They consistently lied about this man and what he wanted to do. They tried to thwart any good thing that he wanted to do for this country, any policy that he put forward, including the wall. He had to go into the military budget to actually pay for the wall because Congress wouldn't approve any building of a wall. All of those things, if he had kept on as the president, if he'd stayed on for 2 consecutive terms in office, I think he would have just fought against these people the whole time. And yeah, he got a lot of great things accomplished despite that throughout his first term. But I really think that there's been a change. I really think there's been a shift. And I think there are a lot of people who, and this is what dawned on me standing on that stage with him, it was like I'm just relieved that the American people get it now. They get that they've been lied to about this guy. They get that Donald Trump is not the Nazi, fascist, Hitler figure that they've tried to sell the American people. This is the guy who got shot, stood up, pumped his fist in the air and said, fight. This is a guy who has, no matter what happened to him, whether it's indictments or mugshot, the whole thing, has never stopped fighting to save this country. And I think the American people see that, and I think they get that. And my hope is that more people continue to see that, because I can tell you he's not going in the White House for everybody's like, oh, dictator on day one. They're still trying to scare people on this. Retribution. Let me tell you what, Donald Trump has said, success will be my retribution. And he means that. He wants this country to be successful. And he says success will unify us. He wants every American to have their opportunity to have the American dream. And that's what he intends to do in the next 4 years. And he wants to make this country strong and safe and wealthy and proud. And he wants every one of us to not look at ourselves as a white American, a black American, a gay American, or whatever. He wants us all to just look at ourselves as Americans. And I actually believe we can achieve that. And there are some people out there who might say it's crazy. It's so much better that he is president now, going into 2025 for his second term in office, than it ever would have been if he had been reelected in 2020. And I will just say to that, God has divine timing for everything. We had to go through 2020 and we had to get through these past 4 years for people to really understand what was going on, to see behind the curtain a little bit, and to do a little bit of their own research when it came to Donald Trump and, quite frankly, conservatives overall for that matter. So I think I'm going to say probably sweeter the third time around, because that's where we are. Ladies, wouldn't it be amazing to support a skincare company that shares our values and celebrates faith, family, and freedom, and proudly stands behind Christian and conservative causes? Well, I have found the perfect skincare brand, and it's called Nimi. Nimi offers simplified daily routines that cleanse, brighten, protect, and help fight the key signs of aging. You can literally just clear out your cabinet and replace all of your miscellaneous products with an effective routine from Nimi. Nimi offers clean, effective skincare proudly made in the USA that stands strong against the woke, progressive beauty companies who back anti-American causes. Nimi has luxurious skincare for all skin types, offering cleansers, toners, moisturizers, serums, and more. I personally love Nimi's Clean line as it offers high-end, clean skincare products that are free from fragrances and other chemicals that may disrupt your skin's natural microbiome. Build a custom bundle and save up to 20% off your routine. Plus, use code LARA, L-A-R-A, for an additional 15% off. Visit NimiSkincare.com, that's N-I-M-I skincare.com, to elevate your routine with America's skincare company, or click the link below in the bio to save big on your order using code LARA today for a discount of 15%. The story of MyPillow is a testament to faith and transformation. Mike Lindell, once battling addiction, found a new path when he embraced faith and began following Jesus. In gratitude, Mike is excited to share an exclusive offer with our listeners. Right now, the standard MyPillow is available for less than $15, a savings that's too good to pass up. There's a limit of 10 per customer, so don't wait to take advantage of this amazing deal now with promo code TRUMP. Mike believes God gave him the idea for MyPillow in a dream, and it's designed with your comfort in mind. The pillow holds its shape and adapts perfectly to your unique sleep position, helping keep your neck aligned for the best night's sleep. And there's more. Take home a 4-piece kitchen set for only $25. Enjoy their new mattress topper starting at just $99.99, or pick up the luxurious MyPillow bed sheets starting at $49.98. Visit MyPillow.com and use promo code TRUMP to unlock huge discounts. Don't miss out. Order today. Okay, next question. Do you think the Democrats will learn any lessons? It's hard to say. There hasn't been a lot of self-reflection. I said this the other night on with Jesse Waters. It kind of feels like the American people broke up with the Democrats. A bad breakup on like a blow. You didn't see it coming breakup for the Democrats. They didn't see that coming. They thought that they were in a great relationship. Things are going awesome. And the American people were like, I'm really just not that into you anymore. And by the way, not only am I not that into you, but I'm going with this guy instead. And it's kind of hard sometimes in the wake of that to really have a moment of fully reflecting on why did this go wrong? I can tell you why it went wrong. You guys went so off the rails with all of your ideas. Everything was crazy. This was an election about common sense, which Donald Trump was presenting and Republicans were presenting, a la the Senate and the House as well going to Republicans. But it was common sense versus lunacy and just crazy ideas and trying to insinuate that the most important things were not things like making sure you could put food on the table for your family, but these woke ideas that really don't impact the lives of the average American. And I think once they were too far gone with those, they just continued to double down on them, lying to us about, oh yeah, no, we secured the border. I'm sorry. You had tens of millions of illegal immigrants cross the southern border under your watch. Right now, 15,000 people who are sexual assaulters, 13,000 murderers are here, and 350 people on a terror watch list. all of those things, the American people are like, I don't know. I don't think I can vote for these people. They just lie and they're delusional. So they're going to have to come way back to the middle because, man, they're really out there. The folks on the left, if they want to win elections again, and they have to have authenticity. And this is the thing with Kamala Harris that I continue to talk about. She was a phony from the beginning. And that's just a fact. She was a phony candidate. Not a single person voted for her. 14 million people voted for Joe Biden to be the Democrat candidate. Now, it would have been nice maybe if you guys gave your people across the country, your constituents, an opportunity to vote on somebody else. I don't know, a primary process, which people like Dean Phillips, RFK Jr. wanted to have. You guys said, absolutely not. We're shoehorning in Joe Biden, and we're going to force this on the American people. And then when you got a little nervous, because, oh my God, Joe Biden had an awful debate against Donald Trump, you said, whoa, we're going to panic now, and now we're going to rip him out, shove this other person in, and force this person on the American people. She was never a real candidate. And the American people were never really excited about her. How many celebrities did you guys pay? How'd you get $20 million in debt when Kamala Harris raised $1 billion? Makes you wonder. So whether or not they learned their lesson, I don't know. I think that it's really amazing, though, to see the people who've come over to the Republican Party, to see the voting blocks that have shifted in a huge way towards Republicans in this election. You know, people that the Democrats felt like we don't even have to try for them anymore. They're always going to vote for us. Not so fast. You got to work for every single vote out there. You've got to go out across the country and actually campaign and actually tell people why you're going to be the person who makes their life better, why you should be in charge of this country. So I don't know, but what I do know is I'm very excited about the next 4 years for the United States of America. It's going to be the golden age, as Donald Trump says. I've been so honored to be by his side and a part of all of this. In whatever small role I've played over the years, I have been witness to history, and I will never forget it. I'm eternally grateful. Thank you to everybody for coming out and believing in Donald Trump and not listening to the nonsense out there on the mainstream media. They're losing their grip, and I think they're a little scared about it. All right, next question. How are you celebrating or taking a break since the win? You know, Sunday, got to spend time with my husband and kids. That was a nice little treat. However, I don't really feel like, I don't know. I think our celebration will be on January 20th, 2025. Seems like a good time to celebrate. That'll be the inauguration of Donald Trump as the 47th president. But yeah, I feel like life is just moving at a crazy pace right now. We got a lot of appointments that Donald Trump is making. You may have seen some of them. A lot of things moving and shaking, and I think a lot of us in the Trump family are just trying to get back to some place of normalcy because it's been wild. Certainly for me, it's been nice to be able to drop my kids off and pick them up at school and attend all of their sporting events. I've tried to fit it all in while all of this was happening, but it got a little rough. So, you know, no official celebration, but I think when we can get like a solid week of just like normal life again, that'll be celebration enough for all of us. And we're really bad at breaks. Eric and I talked for like the past 8 months about, whenever this is over, we should go on a vacation. Ask me if I'm planning a vacation anywhere. No. Ask Eric if he's planning a vacation. No. We're the worst. We are the worst, but we like to stay busy. We like to do stuff. And so for us, I think just being back home, I'll tell you what I did do. I cleaned out my kids' playroom the other day. That was a real treat. Yeah, because I'm one of those people. It was driving me nuts for like 3 months. I would go in there and I'd be like, oh, this is horrible. But I didn't have time to address it. I still can't find the remote control in there for the TV. I don't know if we'll ever find it. It's fine. That felt great to clean out that playroom and some of the stuff out of my kids' rooms. So that was my celebration. Cleaning the playroom. Yeah. Okay. Final question. What's next for you? Isn't that the question? A lot of people wondering about this. I got to be honest, I don't really know. I did not anticipate a year ago being the co-chair of the RNC. I did not anticipate any of this. And I'm just seeing kind of what life throws my way. what happens in the next, I don't know, couple of weeks. There's some interesting stuff being floated my way, and maybe I'll think about it. Maybe I won't. Maybe it's the right time. Maybe it's not. I don't know. What I do know is I feel like no matter what I do, this country is on the right track now. Americans have breathed a sigh of relief. I feel like I did my job here at the RNC, and I wasn't going to go in there and let you guys down. I hope you know that. We had an incredible team. So to all of the crew at the RNC, Chairman Michael Watley, our election integrity team, our lawyers who I harassed constantly, everybody, thank you. I couldn't be more proud. And Susie Wiles, campaign manager, who's now the first female chief of staff, then president. Shout out to the Democrats again. We broke the glass ceiling on that one. You guys didn't. It's just so cool. It feels good to be part of this team. So I don't know. Stay tuned. Who knows what's happening for me? Just kind of, I'm just trying to get my feet back under me right now. And then we'll make some decisions. All right, that's going to do it for us for this episode of Lara Trump Wanted for Questioning. Thanks for these amazing questions. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and follow. And make sure you send us more questions, because I got to tell you, over the next couple of months, you're going to see a lot of interesting things I think start to happen. Pay attention. Write them in here. I'll try to answer them. Till next time, we'll see you back here for more of Lara Trump Wanted for Questioning. Nothing is worse than being on a phone call that drops. Nothing is worse than trying to text someone and you can't reach them because your phone is out of service range. And nothing is worse than supporting these major corporations and companies who don't support us. That is why I love Patriot Mobile. They are America's only Christian conservative wireless network. They use every cell tower out there available to all networks so that they have the greatest 4G and 5G coverage nationwide, and they support the causes that are important to us as conservatives. If you go today to patriotmobile.com/Lara Trump and use the promo code Trump, you will get free activation today. Again, that is patriotmobile.com/Lara Trump. The promo code is Trump for free activation so that you can get a great cell plan and feel good about doing it.